I'll get it started. Obviously, being Tech was huge. It was of course an expectation for you guys to go in and take care of business. How do you guys move forward, and what are your expectations for the team going forward?
Well, as I told the guys Monday probably was the hardest practice I've had since I've been at Georgia State in the 7 years. You can ask these guys. We ran about 8 miles. We just, because again, I wanted to set a tone. That was great that we did that, but now we move on. We didn't start the season to beat Georgia Tech. As an opportunity, we've been wanting to do that. We got that accomplished. It was almost kind of like a bucket list thing. Now let's move on and let's go get the business of what we're trying to win. And that's a Sun Belt championship to get back to the NCAA tournament.
How does it feel to know that the peers of the Sun Belt respect you enough to say that they think you're going to finish second place again?
Yeah, I don't really worry about expectations of what the media says or what we're ranked and all that. At the end of the day, I've always told these guys is that it's not how you start the race, it's how you finish. I've been at a point where you've been picked first and finished fifth, and my first year here, we're picked fifth and we finished first. And so it really doesn't matter. And so the respect I want is at the end of the year. I mean, my guys, we put a chip on our shoulder, our coach with a chip on our shoulder, and being second is nothing to me. I mean, we should be ranked first, to be honest with you. So that's kind of a slight that we're second, to be honest with you.
DeMarcus Simons had 30 points first game of the season. Can you speak on what you expect him to do this season?
DeMarcus is a special player, and just like I said with RJ and I said with Ryan every time they're here, is that we don't know how long those special players are going to be here, so we need to enjoy it. You know, I said that with RJ, we said it with Ryan, and now you've got another one. The beauty is that we've been able to bring great players here. And again, whether they're here 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years, let's make sure we're enjoying. He's a very special basketball player that I think is going to have a very special year.
Last year, Simons actually cracked the starting lineup as a freshman early on, something that you rarely do.
Yeah.
Speak about your freshman here with Josh and Kane Williams. What is the opportunity? What's the opportunity for them to possibly crack the starting lineup and contribute in a major way for this team?
I really like our freshmen. The difference of our freshmen this year is that they don't have to be great for us to be able to win. Last year, DeMarcus had to be great for us to make sure that we have a chance to win a championship. We're going to bring them along slowly. They're going to be integral parts of what we do this year and throughout the year. They're very talented. Our last 3 or 4 recruiting classes have been unbelievable, to be honest with you. And so we got to find time for them, but they're playing against, with some older guys ahead of them. And so when they get their minutes, I think they'll have them. They'll both probably be in the 8 or 9 man rotation. Kane is going to be a really good point guard in this program. Really excited about him. And when his mental catches up with his physical, he's going to be special.
Do you have a mantra that you give to your team? Something that's a mindset or an integrity about it that you want your team to have going into the field?
It never changes. As long as I'm the head coach here, we have the same motto. That's what's up here, win the day. On and off the court, that's our whole deal. Just win the day. You get all these other things, but at the end of the day, if you win just today, and you can be the best you can be today, the rest of it takes care of itself. So that's always going to be our motto.
20 wins the last 3 seasons. Where do you figure this team will finish this year?
Again, every time we come out here, it's about winning the championship. And then what's hard about the mid-major deal is that we only get one team to the tournament. And so if you have a bad half or a bad 10 minutes or whatever, it seems like it's been a failure. But we don't have what we call a team here. We've built a program. Last 3 out of 4 years, we've been first or second in this conference. And so our whole deal is that we've got a program here of winning, and we want to sustain winning. And that's what these young people understand, is that we come here, when you come to Georgia State to play basketball, it's all about winning.
Coach, so you want to win the Sun Belt Conference, right? Yeah, that's one goal. How far do you think you'll maybe win the NCAA tournament?
I don't know that. Again, my whole deal is that, what happens in March, I can't tell you. Our whole deal is that I take this group and let's just be really good today. All I want to do is be great today. When we get to tomorrow, be great tomorrow. If you start looking into March and you start looking now, that's where you get in trouble. And especially with 18 and 19 year olds, I got to take care of the moment right now. We don't know what's going to happen by then, but let's take care of today. That's the only thing that's important for us. Get better today.
What are you looking for on Thursday? First exhibition, home game, obviously. Working on rotations. Defensively, look really locked in, obviously, on Saturday.
I'm working on winning. I want to win the game. If you look what happened last weekend when we played Georgia Tech, that conference that they're in, they got 2 Division I wins, including my former assistant Everett Sullivan beat the Citadel. And also, if you look at what Queens College did, they beat Gardner-Webb by 30. This is one of the best Division II leagues in the country that we're playing, and this leads us in that conference. And so we don't want to be the third victim in that conference. So these guys better be ready to play, because now what happens is, those schools say, wow, they beat Georgia Tech. Let's go beat these guys. And so now we don't want to be that team to get upset. So my deal is that we want to be great Saturday. I'm not trying to work on anything but win. When we come out here, I said this last Saturday, whenever they keep scoring, it's for real. I don't care who we play, what the circumstances. If they keep scoring, they bring people in here, they pay to watch you play, then you go win the game.
Speaking of that, what do you think you guys got out of that first exhibition? But it's still, like you said, a game where they kept score. Even a team that went to the NIT championship game, on their home floor. What do you think they got out of playing that level of competition tonight?
Well, I think that what you saw is the confidence, right? They knew they were a good team going into it, but sometimes you need to go win. And when you can go win on the road in the ACC, I don't care in what circumstances, you got a good basketball team, and that's what we're able to do. And so the great part is that I showed them we didn't play great. It's not like I can look and say, wow, we can't play any better than that. I'll be honest with you, we shot 40%, and we could have shot the ball better. We had a lot of defensive mishaps, but that just shows you the strength of this basketball team. What I'm scary about, and I can't wait to see, is that when we got it clicking on all cylinders, how really good this team is.
What are some of the things you want to see at the end of the season from a couple of guys? And most of them said the same thing. Finishing that they learned last year was how to finish, and they want to be a better finishing team.
That was the best part about the Georgia Tech game. With 3 minutes to go, you look up, it's a 7-point game. We've gotten that situation before, and we get a little tentative about what we want to run. And I didn't say one word at any time about every one of the leaders on that team talking about we're going to finish it. And so we started that this summer, finish drills, finish practice, finish everything you do. And so that's something that we know we've got to do, because if we finished last year, we're in the tournament. And so that's our main thing, being able to finish what we started. And that starts with DeMarcus, and that starts with Malik, and that starts with Jeff. Those and Sessions. The leader of our team got to understand they have to be the ones who finish the games this year.
Coach, that matchup with Tech, that's something you like want to do every year, maybe the VBA or Kennesaw throw that in the mix?
Well, I've said that since I've been here. I think it's always great when in-state teams play each other. I don't think we helped ourselves, to be honest with you. I've sent Josh a thank you text. I sent to everybody over at Tech. I told them all about dinner. They can come over to my house for Halloween. I was trying to give them candy. No one showed up. So I don't know what's going to happen from that. But again, I can't control that. But again, if they want to play, we'll play. If Jordan wants to play, we'll play. As I said before, and I don't care who it is. We'll play anybody. People think that I control the schedule. Oh, don't call me. We'll play. I don't care where it's at.
Are you guys more comfortable? Do you feel like your team is more comfortable being the favorites or underdogs?
I don't know about that. Again, we don't even talk about that. What we talk about is how well we have to play that day. Favorite underdogs, I don't even know what that really means. At the end of the day, let's just go play.
Coach, talk about your coaching staff. You had some rookie coaches after having a couple of years of the same staff. Talk about what they went through and how they will help the team improve and help you prepare for games.
I've got a great staff. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I compare my staff to anyone in the country. These guys really get after it. Again, I get way too much of the credit, but it's these guys out here. I have an incredible staff. Two of these guys have been head coaches before. And so when you got former head coaches on your staff, it just makes things a lot easier. And they're great teachers. And so when you get that, man, I'm really, really blessed. So since I've been here, I hadn't had a bad staff since I've been here. And I think that's why you see we've built a program we've been winning. It all starts with how good your assistants are. I've got great assistants.